The war in Ukraine became a wake-up call for countries that depend on Russia for gas energy to reduce their reliance on the importation of gas and to consider alternative energy. This development, in addition to the reality of climate change and the push for countries to phase out fossil fuel, is an indication that Nigeria needs to find alternative means of sustaining the economy away from crude oil. The federal government hopes to achieve this through its Decade of Gas plan, a period that the government aspires to accelerate gas production.
I think that this will involve a faithful implementation of our energy transition plan, which, as some of us will know, involves the implementation of our decade of gas proposals. But we must also assure our compatriots in the Paris agreements and other agreements that the use of gas as a transition fuel will not significantly derail our commitment to carbon negative growth.
A lot of struggles around what do we do, what next, but the reality today is that we need the gas to be put on the table so that we can create the local industries out of it, create power in our country, make money from it from export, and ultimately create prosperity in our country.
Nigeria's vice president speaks at this book launch on the importance of utilizing natural gas as a cheaper and cleaner energy, but says depending solely on renewable energy is not possible.
No country has yet been known to develop its industry solely on renewable energy, and that the call for us to do so solely on renewable energy is unreasonable. So there must be, they must take into account the fact that we as a gas-rich country require gas not just for industry, but also to even be able to effectively use solar power.
Unlike oil, gas is an incredibly more complicated commodity to commercialize. It is multidimensional, requiring a combined understanding of engineering, economics, energy markets, law, and policy. I felt that there was a need to bring all those disciplines together in one book and into the consciousness of the new entrants into the gas sector. This was one of the main motivations for this book.
While highlighting the dangers of deforestation and the use of firewood, Professor Ushibajo points to liquefied petroleum gas as cleaner alternative.
So the landscape of the global energy market is drastically being withdrawn. The key question, of course, for us is how does Nigeria respond? How do we position ourselves from the vantage point of a nation with abundant energy resources, working assiduously to diversify its energy resources?
We'll keep it running and make sure that at the end of the day we get to where we should be, which is to realize the decade of gas aspiration by increasing domestic gas consumption and making more money from export.
Stakeholders here agree that the transition from fossil fuel to clean and renewable energy will have consequences, especially long-term job losses, but the benefits to Nigeria's economy remains a silver lining. Georgina Ndukwezainka, Arise News.